Tigers riding a 6-game win streak. They average 68 points per game. They're giving up just 54 a game. The Arrows to get here, a win over St. James 52-38, 64-57 win over Fairmont, and a 49-45 tough victory over the upstart Wyndham squad. For the Tigers, they rolled past ACGC 85-57, won a physical battle with New London Spicers 65-57, and then held off Redwood Valley down the stretch for a 61-56 victory in that one. Now, these two teams, not nearly as familiar as previous opponents, so you always look at common opponents when you get here. The only common opponents they have is they both played Redwood Valley. They've both played Minnewaska. The Tigers went 3-0. They beat Redwood twice. They beat Minnewaska twice, so I beg your pardon, they went 4-0. The Arrows, meanwhile, went 1-2, losing twice to Redwood Valley, a couple of close ones, and they beat the Lakers by 5 points. Tigers tonight are going for their 5th state tournament appearance. Previous ones in 1955, 1980. They're the runner-up in 1994, and previously in 2004. The Arrows' lone state appearance, 2003. Pipestone's last appearance in the section championship game not too long ago, 2018, when they lost to Minnewaska 56-54. The Tigers' last appearance in the section title game 1 year before that, 2017, and they lost to Jackson County Central 80-71. Well, coming up, we're going to break down this Pipestone Arrows squad with head coach Mark Torgerson. And then a little bit later, we'll take a look at the statistical leaders. We'll have your starting 5 for each squad. And then it's tip-off time here in Montevideo. It's the Section 3 AA Championship in boys hoops tonight. We'll take a 2-minute break. We're back with Tigers coach Mark Torgerson on the pregame. You're listening to KMRS.
Willie's Super Value in Morris, home of the people lovers. Stop by their produce section for crackling crisp fruits and vegetables. Meals to go at Willie's Deli and delicious desserts from their bakery. Don't forget fresh groceries, meats, bakery, frozen foods, and dairy products. For your game time snacks, think Willie's Super Value in Morris, open 7 days a week. Your symbol for service, quality, and value in Morris. Egg Country Farm Credit Services has helped farmers, ranchers, and rural communities with their financial needs for more than a century, and we are proud sponsors of area high school sports. Good luck to the teams, fans, and coaches from Egg Country Farm Credit Services.
This is Dr. Toby Perkins, Sports Medicine Director at Stevens Community Medical Center. We are proud to offer orthopedic services, radiology, physical therapy, and athletic training all under one roof. SCMC and NovaCare Rehabilitation, keeping you in the game.
At H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they make sure your return gets done right. It's not just numbers, boxes, and forms. It's personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. With an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. It's one of the many ways Block has your back.
Let our experts work for you at H&R Block of Morris, 110 East 7th Street, or call 312-589-2419 to set up an appointment.
On its way to your tap, your water may run into problems. But fear not, Echo Water Systems can help.
Echo Water Flood, let's rock. Total home water management system, a gold.
Mineral deposit zero. Rust infiltration and clogging stop.
Drinking water system, in.
The moment of truth. Now that's good water.
Echo Water, serving both central Minnesota and the Lakes area with offices in Glenwood, Morris, Alexandria, and Fergus Falls. We Fix Water. Find us on Facebook and online at WeFixWaterMN.com.
KMRS KKOK, it's the section championship coming up tonight in boys basketball 3AA from Montevideo as the Tigers face the Pipestone Arrows. And joining us on the pregame, Tigers coach Mark Torgerson. Coach, congrats on the win the other night and getting ready for another one here against Pipestone.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Brett. It was, when we go Redwood, it's always going to be a battle, and in typical fashion. We did. I don't know if we played that great, but by halftime being up 8, we hung in there, and again, I think the multiple defenses helped a little bit, but kids settled in, and then we got a nice lead in the second half, and I think we took pretty good care of the ball.
Yeah, all things that you said prior to the game that needed to happen, and you guys did do a pretty nice job at taking care of the ball, and defensively it was a great effort, and you'll probably need another one here tonight. Now, not as familiar with Pipestone as we have been with your previous opponents. What can you tell us about the Arrows? What do they bring?
Well, they're the same conference as Redwood, and Redwood and them had some close games, so that says a lot right there. Veteran coach, he does a really good job, and you know, the last time I think we played them was for the section title back in 2004, and you know, Minnewaska has played them, and they beat Minnewaska in early March, and it was a close game, and you know, that they're a real solid defensive team, and they have quite a bit of depth, and they have a really nice player inside that I think will match up pretty good with Jackson. So, you know, when teams get to this stage, and despite their record, they've been playing better recently because I think they're 12-10 or something like that. But the conference that they play in with Redwood and Marshall and those schools, that's a tough conference, much like the West Central. So, you know, sometimes the records are a little misleading because, like, Marshall has been a quality 3A school, and you know, and some of their losses when they come to those teams, they're getting better because of the competition they're playing. But they have some nice players. They got a couple guys that have started for 2 or 3 years, and they got a deep bench coming off a good JV team last year. So, you know, on a given night, I mean, this time of the year, teams get hot and stuff, and they can surprise. And so we just got to go in there and play in our game, and everything. You know, again, the kids have to focus in on the good things that we do, and you know, that's part of the whole deal. And worry more about what we're doing, and you know, we just have to play that good, same solid defense against a good team.
Well, you know, when I look at their record, we've talked in the past about some of your teams that have gone deep in the playoffs. With I think your last section championship appearance, you guys were like 15-12 or something like that. You know, not a glamorous record. So you look at Pipestone and you go, all right, not a great record, but they must be battle tested if they're playing here in the section title game.
Well, and they have a lot of kids coming in off a good JV team, and then, you know, as the season goes on, they fit in, and they go 9 or 10 deep. So, you know, on a given night, they have different players who can score. And, you know, kind of like our New London game, you know, the guard that hit all the threes and stuff, and New London hits 10 threes in that game, and all the scouting and stuff we did, you know, it didn't look like that, you know, and so on a given night, anything can happen. So I think part of that whole thing is you know, worried about how we play, and we have to take care of things that we can control, and that starts with Jackson and stuff, and the kind of attention that they're going to put to him. But in this last game against Redwood, you know, we had 4 players in double figures, and they guarded Jackson pretty well, but he still got over 20 points and did his thing with the rebounds and assists and stuff. So I think the balance of our team is starting to shine a little bit, and we're going to need all of that tonight.
Is Pipestone kind of a physical nature like New London Spicer, or?
Yeah, I'd say that's a good comparison. They're very physical. They play good team defense. They collapse in the lane.
Couple questions.
You know, I think
one,
they're a lot of man-to-man defense, but they have played some zone, and all good teams can play different
Hey, Jason, you should just let this run out here. We're on the stream, and people are listening.
A real good point guard who runs the show for them. And Dawson Kellen is really, he's one of those 20-point scorers that's 6'5", 6'6", and can mid-range it, shoots a 3, plays really well inside, and it's been pretty much their consistent leading scorer all year, but they have other players who fit in well. And again, I think that, you know, if we can just kind of do our thing and keep our turnovers down, and maybe we can play some multiple defenses and put a little pressure on them too. And then when you're playing a team for the first time in a long time, it makes for a more interesting matchup sometimes, instead of playing some of these teams for the third time is normally what happens. So it's one of those games that, you know, we don't know a lot about them specifically, and they don't know a lot about us specifically. You're just watching a lot of tape and watching a lot of things, but when you go at it tonight, you just have to make the adjustments.
Do you think playing on a court in Montevideo that you guys are familiar with helps at all, or non-factor?
Yeah, we knew that the game was probably going to either be at Monty or Redwood, and that was really good that we at least got to play in Redwood this year, because I didn't know where they were going to assign that. And, you know, Pipestone obviously would have played in Redwood quite a few years in a row, and I'm sure they have played in Monty over the years, because they're, you know, and like Minnewaska played those guys too, so this year, and that game was a little bit earlier and stuff. So, you know, I think the fact that we've got to play in Montevideo, over the years should be okay for us and be a little bit of an advantage.
If there's one X factor to tonight's game, what would you say it would be?
Well, I think, Jackson, has to stay out of foul trouble and stuff, and he has been really good. He got 2 early fouls in that Redwood game, but yet he played through that and ended the game with only 3 fouls. And, that tight game last year that we lost to Redwood by 1 point, Jackson sat on the bench a lot. So we got to stay out of foul trouble. And then I think our balance is going to be, something that we got to look for. Thomas Tiernan has had a tremendous playoff, and I think Brandon Jurgensen can really be a spark plug for us. And, when he made some of those threes in the last couple games, it really helped us a lot. And I think that, our defense, certainly if we can get some turnovers and some easy baskets, these kids love to run. And, every team likes to run, but turnovers lead to easy baskets. And you've heard me say that 100 times, that easy baskets usually produce victories for you. So you don't get a lot of easy baskets this time of the year in these kind of games. So if we can force some turnovers and get some easy ones, and then just be patient enough on offense to get the ball inside to Jackson, and he'll distribute the ball.
Thank you, Jason. Back here in Montevideo, let's take a look at some of the statistical leaders for the squads here tonight. We'll start with the Arrows of Pipestone. Their go-to guy is Dawson Kelly, number 23. That's that big guy that Torgay was talking about in the pregame there. 19 points per game for Dawson. And then there's quite a drop-off, but a lot of balance below him. He's definitely their go-to guy. And then you get Aaron Langen, who's got 8 points per game. He can shoot 40% from three-point range. Connor Zafir, 7.5 points. Caden Mush averages about 8 a game. Seth Lingen, 4 points, and then Maddox Beaver is off the bench, their first guy off the bench, averaging about 4 points per game. So definitely their go-to scorer, Dawson Kellen, the drop-off, but a lot of balance below that. And really, it's kind of similar with the Tigers, except you kind of have Thomas Tiernan to bridge that gap. Of course, Jackson averages 23 points per game. And then you go to Thomas, who's averaging about 12 points per game. And then a lot of balance below that. You've got 8.5 a game from Brandon Jurgensen, 8.5 from Toby Gonnerman, getting about 6 points out of Durgan Decker, 4 points from Cole Wente. Riley Reimers will give you about 4 off the bench as well for the Tigers. Some other stats for the Tigers. Logie, along with those 23 points, will give you 11 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and almost 5 blocks per game. And he is a great three-point shooter as well, 54% from the outside. Tiernan, those 12 points will give you a couple of assists, 44% clip from three-point range. Durgan Decker, I've said it all season, his scoring has taken a hit, but he's impacting the game in other areas. About 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal per game for Durgan Decker. He has been huge for the Tigers, crashing in on the glass. He kind of hovers out around the perimeter, and when the shots go up, sometimes you forget to box out on the perimeter. You always think about boxing out down in the paint around the basket. Durgan will crash in from the perimeter, and he gets a lot of boards that way. And he does a nice job breaking down the defense when he drives in the lane as well. Brandon Jurgensen does a great job facilitating, about 3.5 assists per game for the Tigers. Well, we're just seconds away here from the starting five and tip-off, or minutes away, I should say. We are going to take a break right now for tonight's national anthem. When we come back, your starting five for the Arrows and the Tigers. Then it's tip-off time. It's section championship basketball. You are listening to Boys Hoops. This is KMRS. We're back in 2 minutes.
Feed them what they want before.
Subsection championship win over Redwood Valley on Tuesday night by a score of 61-56. The Arrows come in tonight with a record 11-10, and their path to the section championship includes wins over TMB, St. James area, and their subsection victory over conference rival Windham area. That game was on Tuesday night with the Arrows coming out on top by a score of 49-45. This game is being played according to the rules of the Minnesota State High School League. These rules provide for fair competition, good sportsmanship between the players and coaches. All spectators, players, and coaches should take a personal responsibility for keeping this game at a high level of good sportsmanship. At this time, please pay respect to our nation's flag for our national anthem.
In with the champions out of the South, the Pipestone Arrows. And starting tonight for the Arrows is the junior guard number 3, Connor Zafir. The senior guard number 13 is Seth Lingen. And in the front court, they go with the senior forward number 21, Aaron Lingen. The senior forward number 23, Dawson Kellen. And the junior center is number 24, Caden Mush. For the Arrows, head coaches Todd Tinklenberg, assistants Tim Stotts and JT Tinklenberg. Starting tonight for the Tigers, the champions out of the north for Morris area, Alberta. And in the backcourt, the junior guard number 14, Thomas Tiernan. Junior guard number 12, Brandon Jurgensen. Junior guard number 4, Durgan Decker. Front court, junior forward number 34, Toby Gonderman. The junior center, number 22, Jackson Logie. Head coach Mark Torgerson, the assistants Joey Froggatt, Jake Torgerson, and Scott Gonerman for the Tigers. Tigers in the road whites tonight. White jersey tops and shorts. And they got the black lettering, the orange trim, the orange numbering with the black trim, and the black and orange trim on the shorts. Pipestone in the black jersey tops and shorts, green numbering and lettering trimmed in white, and the green and white stripe down the side of the jersey and the shorts. Thanks again for joining me, Brett Miller, on the call with this one here tonight. It's the Tigers and the Arrows for the right to go to the boys' state basketball tournament next week. Again, that quarterfinal round is going to be at a neutral site area high school, and then the semis and finals switch over to the Twin Cities at Target Center. And of course, over on 95.7 KKOK, the Hancock Owls taking on Monoman Waban for the 6A championship. Best of luck to Coach Corey Beadle and his squad. And best of luck, not sure what the result was, but Davin Rose, Ethan Labrie wrestling for state titles at the wrestling tournament in St. Michael. It's going to be Kellen and Logie at center court for the opening tip. Ball is in the air and won by Jackson Logie, and the Tigers begin with the basketball. Now we are on the end of the floor, not the side. Tigers shooting on the near side, Pipestone on the far side. Tigers have it to open the ball game. It's Decker up top, swings it near side over to Toby Gonerman in the corner. Gonerman back to Jurgensen here near side. He's guarded by Lingen right there. Picks up the dribble. We get a whistle and a traveling call on Brandon Jurgensen. Shuffled the feet a little bit. And a turnover for the Tigers here to open up the action. Bringing it up the floor is going to be Connor Zafir for Pipestone. Tiernan will pick him up top of the key. Zafir has it, uses a screen, dribbles to his left, kick in the corner, catch and shoot three ball on the way for the Arrows and knocking it down. A three in the corner is Aaron Lingen. That's her top three-point threat. And he's got one. Shoots 40% on the season. The assist goes to Zafir. 3-0 Pipestone to open up the ball game. Tigers have it. There's the feed down low to Logie. Logie, a lot of contact and a foul. What kind of a late whistle? Is about to say, where's the foul on that? Plenty of body contact, but they got it. And it's going to be a foul on the Pipestone Arrows, and that's going to be on number 24, Caden Mush. That'll be his first. So Jackson Logie will step to the line and shoot. First free throw is going to be no good. Logie typically a pretty good free throw shooter, right around 70% on the season. 0 for 1 here tonight. Second free throw from Logie, and he got it. Tigers on the board. It's a 3-1 ball game. 3 in the quarter from Lingen for the Arrows. And Logie hits a free throw. 1 minute into the action here from Montevideo. There's the feed inside. Lingen, little wraparound pass goes off the fingertips. Last touch by Jackson Logie. So they're trying to get the ball down low to Kellen. Stays with the Arrows. And Zafir will inbound down on the baseline, and he lobs one up here to number 21, Aaron Lingen. Zafir tries to feed it in. Ball is tipped out. It's still loose and stolen away by the Tigers. First turnover of the night for the Arrows. Here comes Tiernan. Feeds it over to Logie. Logie ball fake, drives into the lane, goes up against two. Can't get the shot to fall, and the rebound goes to Kellen. Here's the feed down low for Pipestone. Kick up top. Now over onto the wing. Kellen has it down low. He's going to feed it. We get a whistle and a foul on Toby Gonerman. Feeding it to Caden Mush in the paint, and Gonerman just bumped into him. That'll be the first personal on Toby, and the team's first. 16:33 to go in the first half. 3-1 Pipestone with the early lead. Lob is up top here to Lingen. Lingen swings it over to the other Lingen, now to Zafir. Got Aaron Lingen, number 21, Seth Lingen, number 13. Seth's got it in the corner, feeds it to Mush. Mush has it. Logie guarding him, kick out. They move it around into the corner. Zafir goes baseline, ball fake, feeds it to Kellen in the lane. And soft floater in the lane is good from Dawson Kellen. He's got a bucket, second assist of the game for Zafir. And Pipestone 2 of 2 from the floor and leading 5-1. Here comes Tiernan the other way, goes behind the back. They break the press. Tiernan's got it up top. He'll call out the offensive set. 15:50 to go in our first half. Gonerman catches right wing, swings it up top to Jurgensen. Brandon looks, finds Tiernan, pops a three from there. That one's going to be off the mark, no good, and a rebound underneath to Lingen. Tigers 0 for 2 from the floor to open up the ball game. 5-1 Pipestone early on here. There's the feed down low, and the ball is lost, and then Mush is able to tip it back out to Zafir. No turnover for the Arrows. Zafir has it up top. Picks up the dribble over to Lingen. Lingen feeds it down in the corner to Caden Mush. Mush will feed it to Dawson Kellen. Puts a spin move, fadeaway jumper is going to be short. Rebound for Caden Mush. Kick out Zafir. His three is up and good. Pipestone comes out hot, 3 of 4 from the floor. Their second 3 of the game, and it's an 8-1 lead for the Arrows with 15 to play in the half. Nice kick out down there by Caden Mush, and getting behind the defense is Durgan Decker. He takes the long feed and he catches and lays it in, and the Tigers have their first field goal of the ball game. It's an 8-3 game. 14:45 remains in our first half. Pipestone across midcourt. Zafir swings it into the corner. Bounce pass right down low to Kellen. Kick in the corner. 3 ball for Lingen. That one's off the mark. They finally missed one, and Logie grabs the rebound for the Tigers. Pipestone 3 of 5 to open up the ball game from the floor. They lead 8-3. 14:30 to play in our first half. Tiernan has it up top. He'll give it off to Jackson Logie. Swings it over onto the left wing for Jurgensen. He'll drive into the lane. Pull-up jumper from the foul line, and Brandon Jurgensen knocks it down. The mid-range jumper for Jurgensen. And the Tigers pull within 3, 8-5, 14 to play in the half. Here's the feed to Lingen. To Zafir, moves it onto the wing. Ball fake. They'll dribble in. Pull-up jumper, and knocking it down, Aaron Lingen. Lingen's got 5, and boy, Pipestone moves the ball well. They shoot with confidence. Aaron Lingen, and now Gonnerman gets it across midcourt, and he takes a tumble. We get a little contact and a whistle and a foul. It's a 10-5 lead here for Pipestone with 13:50 to play. That foul is going to be a number 23, Dawson Kellen. And his first, team's second. 10-5 our score, 13:50 to go first half. It's Pipestone leading. A hot start for the Arrows here. 4 out of 6 from the floor. Couple of threes in there. Tiernan's got it up top, drives to the right wing, picks it up there and gives it off to Jackson Logie. Logie has it. He's looking to feed it. There's a backdoor cut from Jurgensen. Takes the feed. His righty floater, though, is going to be short. Loose ball on the ground. They're still battling for it. It's going to be a jump ball. And the Arrow will give it to the Pipestone Arrows. So the Tigers 2 of 5 to open up the ball game. Pipestone 4 of 6. And going to the bench is going to be Seth Lingen. Checking into the game will be Maddox Beaver. He is their first player off the bench. Pipestone by 5. It's 10-5 our score. 13:20 to play here in the first half. There's a feed. Dawson Kellen has it. Goes into the lane. Picks the dribble up. Kick out. They move it into the corner. 3 ball from Beavers on the way in. It rims out. No good. The loose ball comes out to Kellen. He'll take a mid-range jumper. That's no good. And Toby Gonnerman grabs the board for the Tigers. 2 looks for Pipestone. Boy, they like those corner threes. They've been getting some good looks there. They move the ball real well. Jurgensen has it on the wing. Lobs went underneath. Logie went one way. The pass went the other, and the Tigers turn it over as Jurgensen tosses it out of bounds. Timeout on the floor for the Tigers, and we'll take one as well. Good start for the Arrows. 12:52 to play in the half. Pipestone leading the Tigers 10-5. We're back in 1 minute. This is KMRS.
Today's tournament coverage is brought to you by Grand Stay in Morris, where they offer a selection of rooms and suites ideal for short and extended stays. A heated indoor pool, complimentary breakfast, on-site laundry, exercise room, and high-speed Wi-Fi are just a few of the things that make Grand Stay grand. Good luck, Tigers, from everyone at Grand Stay in Morris. And stop in and see Kyle at Morris Bearing and Auto Plus Morris. Stop in for tools, parts, paint, and all the great products you need to keep your vehicle, recreational or farm equipment, looking and running great. We'll see you at Morris Bearing and Auto Plus, 814 West 5th Street, Morris. Keeping the world turning one bearing at a time.
7:09, 11:50 left to go. Owls up on front, 13-8. Let's send it back to you, Brett, and hopefully talk a little bit better next time.
Thank you, Jason. Back here in Montevideo, so Hancock gets out in front of Mahnomen Waban. Mahnomen Waban, the number 1 ranked team in Class A boys hoops. And that's a rematch of the section title game from a couple of years ago between those two schools. 10-5 our score here in Montevideo. It's the Pipestone Arrows leading the Tigers. 3 AA championship on the line. Pipestone with the ball. It's Aaron Lingen dribbling around up top. He'll hand it off to Beaver, goes into the lane, skips a pass right through the hands of Dawson Kellen. Kellen looked at him and just said, take a little bit off that pass. They were almost right next to each other. And Beaver zipped that one right through the hands and over the head of Dawson Kellen. Second turnover for the Arrows. Both teams with 2 of them. 12:35 to play in the first half. It's the Arrows leading the Tigers 10-5. Tigers looking to break the press here. Tiernan has it, lobs it up to Logie across midcourt. He finds Jurgensen in the corner. He'll fire a 3, and he knocks it down. Jurgensen drills one from the corner. He's got 5. Logie with the assist. And the Tigers pull within 2 here. It's 10-8 our score. 12:15 to go, first half. Also into the game right now for Pipestone is number 32, Jaden Loring. Here's a feed down low to Loring. Kellen now has it at the right wing. He's going to try to back his man down, puts a spin move on Gonerman. Turnaround jumper is good. Dawson Kellen's got 4 in the ballgame. And Pipestone answers. It's a 12-8 lead for the Arrows. Tigers looking to break the press here, and it's going to be stolen in the backcourt by Zafir, and then we get a whistle on Gonerman. Zafir gets the steal. Gonerman will get his second personal, the team's second. Gonerman couldn't get the ball around Zafir. That's what you get when you have a post and a guard, just a little bit quicker. And they're quick with those hands. So the Arrows lead by 4 here, 11:35 to play in our first half. Here's a kick into the corner. Beaver goes baseline, cut off there, kicks it back out to Zafir. Zafir up top, guarded by Tiernan. He's going to try to drive right around Thomas, cut off there, kicks it out, back up top for Kellen. He feeds it down low into traffic, kick in the corner to Beaver now. Beaver on the wing, back to Lorang on the baseline. He'll go baseline drive, kick in the corner. They move it onto the wing, wide open 3, Zafir, and it's no good. Rebound underneath for Zafir. Kick out, mid-range jumper is good for Dawson Kellen. Dawson Kellen up to 6 in the ball game, and Pipestone showing why they're in the section championship. Pay no mind to that 11-10 record. If this is any indication, Pipestone belongs. They lead 14-8. Here's a pass underneath. Jurgensen got open, and Logie found him from about mid-court. Jackson zips a pass into Brandon under the basket as the Tigers break the press, and they get a bucket out of it. 14-10 our score. Pipestone by 4 with 10.5 to play. Langen has it up top, guarded by Decker. Over to Zafir into the corner. Beaver's got it there. He'll go back up top to Dawson Kellen. Jab step to the right, goes right, step back. He's guarded by Logie. Screen set here. That's going to open up Beaver for a mid-range jumper. It's off the mark, no good, and Logie with the rebound for the Tigers. Tigers coming back the other way here. The Tigers can get a stop on the defensive end. They don't have to face that press. Of course, if you give up that bucket, you got to face the press. So it's very beneficial to get that start. Or get that stop, I should say. 9:50 to play here in the half. It's 14-10. Decker in the corner feeds it down low to Logie. Logie, they triple team him. He finds the open man. It's Gonerman underneath. Excellent court vision for Jackson Logie. Finds Toby, who cut to the basket, caught it, laid it in. We got a 2-point ball game here. 9:35 to play. It's 14-12. Here's a 3 on the way, and knocking it down is Dawson Kellen. Kellen's got 9 in the game now, in the third 3 of the half for the Pipestone Arrows. They're laid back to 5. Ball knocked out of bounds in the backcourt by the Arrows, stays with the Tigers. Dawson Kellen and Maddox Beaver will get a breather here. And checking in is going to be Caden Mush, along with number 11, Merrick Heidebrink. (17-12) is the score. And the Tigers turn it over. And then Pipestone turns it over, and Gonerman behind the defense from Riley Reimers, and a bucket. Gonerman turned it over, but then the Tigers got it right back. Reimers picked it up, got the steal and the feed, and it's 17-14. 3-point ball game with 8:55 to go in the half. Here's Caden Mush over to Zafir, and back up top now to Heidebrink. Heidebrink guarded by Cole Wente out there. Wente and Reimers just checked in a moment ago for the Tigers. They're on the floor with Logie, Tiernan, and Gonerman. There's a drive into the lane for Mush. Kicks it out up top for Heidebrink, trying to get around Wente. Cut off there in the lane, looking to feed it to Zafir up top. 8.5 to play in the first half. Here's a baseline backdoor cut and a reverse layup is good for Heidebrink on a beauty of a feed from Connor Zafir. That's his third assist of the game, and Heidebrink with the bucket. Baseline, backdoor cut, and a nice feed. There's a nice feed down low from Tiernan. DeLogie goes up. He got the bucket and the foul. Went right into the double team. Split the defenders, and Jackson lays it in. And it's a 19-16 ball game, and Jackson with a chance for a three-point play. Nice feed there from Thomas Tiernan. Seth Lingen will check back in for the Arrows. Durgan Decker in for Toby Gonnerman. Did not see who they put that foul on. They don't have it up on the scoreboard, or at least doesn't stay on the scoreboard here in Montevideo. Free throw is good for Jackson Logie. So it's a three-point play. He's got 4 in the ballgame. And I'll tell you what, it's been a good start for Pipestone. Despite that, the Tigers only down by 2 points here. 8:10 to play in our first half. Tigers have not led. There have been no ties. It's been Pipestone since the opening tip here. 10 minutes into the action. 19-17 with 8 minutes left in our first half. Pipestone with the ball in that 2-point lead. Here's the feed. And now wide open underneath is Kellen, and he gets the bucket and the foul. Kellen's got 11 in the ball game, and a nice feed that time from Caden Mush. That foul is going to be at number 20, Riley Reimers, his first and the team's third. So Dawson Kellen, oh, he's quite a player. He's got a good mid-range jumper. He's hit a 3, and he's gotten some points in the paint. He's got 11 in the game. And he'll step to the line to try to answer a 3-point play from Logie with one of his own. Not sure what the pause in the action here is right now. We got a referee over talking to Coach Torgerson. And we'll get a timeout on the floor for Coach Torgy. So 7:51 left in the half. It's 21-17. Pipestone with the 4-point lead. They're at the line when we return. It's section championship basketball on KMRS.
Prairie Ridge Hospital and Health Services, caring for the health and well-being of you and your families. With locations in Ashby, Evansville, Hoffman, Morris, and Elbow Lake, you're just a short drive away from professional medical service. With 24-hour care at the hospital in Elbow Lake, Prairie Ridge Hospital and Health Services truly is your complete health care center.
This is Dr. Toby Perkins, Sports Medicine Director at Stevens Community Medical Center. We are proud to offer orthopedic services, radiology, physical therapy, and athletic training all under one roof. SCMC and NovaCare Rehabilitation, keeping you in the game.
8:16 left to go. 19-17. Monoman has taken the lead. Let's send it back to you, Brett.
Thank you, Jason. 19-17 in Fergus Falls tonight. Randy Bannock on the call with the Hancock Owls, Monoman Waban the Thunderbirds. And 21-17 here, Pipestone leading Morris area Alberta with Dawson Kellen going to the line for a free throw. Hey, congrats to head coach Eric Schoenbauer in the West Central area Lady Knights, Section 6A champs in girls hoops with a win over Henning last night in Fergus Falls. I was there for that one, and Knights are playing some excellent basketball right now, and it's not going to be an easy out in the state tourney for whoever they play. I believe the seedings came out today. Didn't have a chance to check before I hit the road here. We'll take a look at that at halftime. 21-17. Our score here, and Dawson Kellen is at the line for the Pipestone Arrows. And the big man's free throw is up and good. So Kellen makes it a 3-point play. He's got 12 in the game. And Pipestone with a 5-point lead on the Tigers. 7:45 remains. Durgan Decker's pass tipped high in the air to Tiernan. They got to get it across midcourt, and they do, over to Reimers. And Pipestone just pressuring the ball wherever it goes. Tiernan goes down into the lane. It's knocked out of his hands. We get a whistle and a foul. And the foul is going to be on Connor Zafir. That'll be the first personal, the team's fourth. 22-17 our score. Arrows with the lead. They've led from the opening tip. Decker catches the inbound out on the right wing. He'll hand it off to Tiernan. 7:30 remains. Wente comes and gets it. Now over to Reimers down in the near side corner. Reimers goes baseline cut off and up top to Durgan Decker now. Gonnerman will set a screen to open up Durgan. Drives to the basket, whistle, and a charge on Durgan Decker. That'll be his first personal and the team's fourth. And Pipestone with a 5-point lead. Getting the ball right back as Logie and Jurgensen check in for Wente and Gonnerman. 7:16 remaining. It's a 5-point lead for the Pipestone Arrows. And coming and get the inbounds is Heidebrink. Merrick Heidebrink, a sophomore guard. And Pipestone gets it across midcourt. Over to Zafir. Zafir picks up his dribble. Finds it over to Kellen. Kellen, step back jumper on the baseline is going to be no good. And a rebound underneath is Caden Mush. His outlet pass so is knocked out of bounds. And it's going back to the Tigers. Last touch by Pipestone. Logie had that board for a moment and then had it knocked out of his hands. Jackson's got a wrap around his, just above his left elbow now. He must have gotten cut. He's got it taped up or wrapped up just above the left elbow. There's a skip pass across the floor for Tiernan. 3 ball is on the way. That's going to be no good. And a rebound to Dawson Kellen. I tell you what, Pipestone really crashes in on the boards well. A couple of Tigers down there, Reimers and Logie, but about 4 Pipestone players. And that's why they got the rebound. Up top to Heidebrink. Baseline drive, or lane drive, kick to his left. Catching, jumper is good from guess who? Dawson Kellen. He's got 14 in the game, and Heidebrink with the assist. And the lead is 7 now for Pipestone, their biggest of the night, 24-17. Pass is tipped to Reimers in the corner. Back up top to Logie. 6 minutes to play here in our first half. 24-17 Arrows. Here's the feed down low, stolen away by Dawson Kellen. He's having himself a first half. 5th turnover for the Tigers. Heidebrink will bring it across midcourt. He'll feed it on over to the right wing. Now he lobs it in to Dawson Kellen. Kellen goes into the lane, ball fake goes up, and he's swatted by Jackson Logie. And Jurgensen will come away with it. Logie's first block of the night averages nearly 5 a game. 5.5 to play here in our half. It's 24-17 Arrows. Decker goes into the lane. He goes up, and he was stuffed on the way up. Ball is out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. And it's going back to the Arrows. Arrows are very busy with those hands. They are disruptive defensively. It reminds me of the West Central Area Knights girls team from last night. Just disruptive. They're tipping passes. They're getting their hands on every drive when you bring the ball up. There's a Pipestone player who's getting his hand on the ball and just disrupting your shot, disrupting your passes. And the Tigers haven't really been able to get comfortable offensively here. 5:05 remains in our first half. Caden Mush has it for the Arrows. Now here's Kellen. 3 ball, top of the key. It's going to be no good. And Decker pulls down the rebound for the Tigers. 24-17, it's Pipestone by 7, 4:50 remains. Decker catches up top, he'll feed it down low to Jackson. Ball fake, and the help down low from Lingen. He comes in and swats the ball out of Jackson's hands out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Tigers. It's Seth Lingen with a help defense, drop down from the perimeter and knocked the ball out of Jackson's hands just as Jackson was getting ready to put on a post move. Jackson has it now against Mush. Turnaround jumper is up, no good. And the rebound to Aaron Lingen. 4:30 to play in our first half. It's the Arrows by 7. Zafir drives into the lane, and then he throws it away. Threw it right to Brandon Jurgensen. He got caught down in the land of the bigs. It was him in 3 white jerseys, all about twice his height. 4:20 remains. Skip pass far side. Tiernan, catch and shoot. He'll pop a 3, and it's good. Could tell that one felt good right out of the hand for Thomas. He drills the 3. Jurgensen with the cross-court assist. And the second 3 of the night for the Tigers. That pulls them back within 4 here with 4 minutes to play. 24-20 our score. Dawson Kellen goes up. Gonnerman might have gotten a piece of that. And Logie gets the rebound off the miss. 3:50 to go. Tigers with the ball down 4. Tiernan swings it to Durgan Decker near side. Decker goes behind the back, goes into the lane, and he goes up off the window and powered his way up. And Durgan Decker, so much of his game has come down around the basket this year. He gets a bucket there, little 5-0 spurt for the Tigers, and they're back within 2, 24-22 with 3.5 to play. Pipestone with the ball. Caden Mush backs down Gonnerman, puts a nice move on him. He goes up off the glass and he lays it in. Nice ball fake by Caden Mush. Got Gonerman in the air, then he went the other way and he lays it in. And it's 26-22 Arrows. 3:10 to play. First half from Montevideo, the Section 3 AA championship here tonight. There's the feed down low to Jackson, and he missed the layup. Got his own rebound, the putback, and he's fouled. He draws the foul, but boy, Jackson would like another look at that layup. He typically is money in the bank on those. The foul is going to be on Seth Lingen. That'll be his first personal and the team's 5th on the Arrows. So Logie to the line for 2. First free throw is no good. 3:03 to play here in our first half. It's Pipestone leading Morris area 26-22. Second free throw is good. Logie hits 1 of 2. He's got 5 in the game. And it's a 3-point ball game with 3 minutes remaining in the opening half from Montevideo. Here's the feed up top to Kellen. He swings it on the wing. Now down low to Caden Mush. He's going to try to back down Gonerman. Turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Good defense there for Gonerman. Logie with the rebound. The Tigers can tie with a 3 or just chip away at that deficit. Tiernan over to Jurgensen on the wing. Here's the feed to Jackson. Jackson feeds it underneath to Gonerman, and a nice cut from Gonerman and another great feed from Jackson. Toby catches, lays it in with the right hand. 6 for Toby Gonerman, and the Tigers are within a point here, 26-25 with 2:20 remaining. 26-25 our score. Arrows by 1. Lingen swings it onto the left wing. Here's Seth Lingen, blew right past his man, goes to the rack and lays it in. First bucket of the night for Seth Lingen. And the Arrows respond, and the lead back to 3, 28-25. Tiernan has the ball knocked out of his hands, stolen away by Zafir. Second steal of the night for Connor. 1:55 to go in our opening half. Pretty good pace to this game here throughout. There's the nice feed underneath to Caden Mush. Ball knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. It will stay with the Arrows. Dawson Kellen squeezed that pass in underneath the basket to Mush. He ball faked once, and the second time he went up and it was knocked out of his hand. Arrows with the ball in a 3-point lead. Here's a 3 from Zafir, and it's good on the right wing. And Dawson Kellen with the feed. Connor Zafir's got 6 in the ball game, his second triple. And the lead is right back to 6 for the Arrows, 31-25 with 90 seconds to play in the first half. Gonerman to Tiernan in the corner, thought about that 3. Now he's going to dribble the lane. Picks it up at the foul line, feeds it up top to Jurgensen. 31-25, it's Pipestone on top. Here's the feed to Logie at a double team. They're going to try to triple team. He goes right at it, missed the layup, and the rebound goes to Dawson Kellen. Zafir brings it the other way for the Arrows. Pipestone playing with a lot of confidence right now. You can just tell the way they're carrying themselves. There's a feed almost stolen by Decker out on the perimeter. 57.9 seconds left, first half. Pipestone leading 31-25. Zafir will inbound on the sideline, feeds it down into the corner. Long pass near side to Lingen. Got it, goes past his man, and he's swatted by Jackson Logie. Second block of the night for Logie. He got right past Jurgensen, and Logie came flying in to block that shot. 45 on the clock here. Tigers with the ball down 6. Jurgensen has it on the wing. He'll use a screen to dribble around his man. Back to Gonerman. Now Logie in the corner. He'll fire a 3 from there, and that's up and no good. And Zafir with the rebound. And Pipestone can hold for final shot if they wish. 25 seconds on the clock. It's Lingen up top. He'll hand it off. Aaron to Seth. Now over to Kellen on the left wing. 15 seconds, and we get a whistle and a double dribble on Pipestone, so they turn it over for the 5th time tonight. Heidebrink checks in for the Arrows, as does Beaver. Zafir and Seth Lingen to the bench. 14 seconds to play in the half. Tigers will hold for final shot, trailing by 6, 31-25. First time in the postseason, the Tigers will be trailing at halftime. Tiernan has it, feeds it to Logie. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Gonerman's got it. Out to Tiernan. 1 second. Tiernan goes up after the glass. Is it good at the buzzer? Yes, sir. They're going to count it. Tiernan beats the buzzer, and he puts one off the window and in. Caught it on the left wing, went right through 2 defenders, and as he was falling to the floor, he threw up a floater off the glass, and he banks it in at the horn. But it is Pipestone leading at the break, 31-27, our halftime score. Coming up at the break, individual team stats. We'll get a score update from Fergus Falls. Get you ready for half number 2 here in the Section 3 AA Championship from Montevideo. Pipestone leading Morris area 31-27. Halftime is next. 3-minute break. You're listening to KMRS.
Willie Super Valley.
Halftime scoring stats for Morris area. Decker has 4, Jurgensen 7, Tierney 5, Logie 5, and Gunner 6. For the Arrows, Zephyr has 6, Heidenberg 2, Lingen 2, Lingen 5, and Kellen 14, and Lush 2.
on KMRS, so be sure to tune in. We'll get that posted to KMRSKKOK.com as well. We will have Class A state individual wrestling coverage for you tomorrow on 95.7 KKOK. Got area wrestlers from Minnewaska, the Border West Bucks, Belgrade, Bruton, El Rosa, and West Central Ashby, Brandon, Evansville. Ron and Don will have the coverage for that Class A individual wrestling tournament tomorrow. Tigers will start with the basketball. They will now be shooting at the basket to the far end of the floor, and Pipestone shooting to the near side. Second half for Montevideo, it's the Arrows leading 31-27, and right away it's a turnover for the Tigers. Caden Mush has it, and then it's knocked out from behind by Brandon Jurgensen. Turnover number 7 for Morris area. There's a lob in. Logie on Kellen. Kellen, little pull-up mid-range jumper is going to be no good. And Toby Gonnerman grabs the rebound for the Tigers. 17:30 to play in the ballgame. 31-27. Pipestone by 4. Logie catches up top for the Tigers. Swings it to Durgan Decker on the left wing. Decker has it, drives into the lane, and feeds it back out up top to Brandon Jurgensen. Jurgensen guarded by Lingen. He lobs one up for Jackson Logie. They were fronting him, and the backside help. Contact, no call. Shot is missed. And Dawson Kellen pulls down rebound number 5 for the Arrows. 17 minutes remain in our ball game. 1 minute gone from the second half. Lingen swings it over, and they rotate it around to Zafir in the corner. Back up top. Catch and shoot 3 ball from Lingen is going to be no good. Sat on the front iron there for a moment. Logie with his 6th rebound of the night. Tigers have it. 16:40 to play. It's Pipestone by 4. Jurgensen up top for Morris area. Moves it down into the corner for Thomas Tiernan. Tiernan's going to go baseline here. He's cut off. Looking, lobs it out onto the wing for Logie. Feeds it back down in the low post for Gonnerman. Gonnerman ball fake, kick out. Jurgensen catch and shoot 3 is up and off the heel of the iron, no good. And Kellen comes flying in for another rebound. He's got 6 of them. Both teams 0 for 2 shooting to open up the half. Pipestone with the ball in a 4-point lead. And just over 16 minutes remains. Zafir catches, he ball fake, dribble drive, hands it off to Kellen. Kellen gets it back into the lane. And he's going to go up. He's blocked by Logie. Nice move there for Dawson Kellen to get a look. He went out with the left hand, but he gets blocked by Logie. 3rd block of the game for Jackson. 15:45 to play. There's a swing pass over to Gonnerman on the wing. Now it's Tiernan. He goes baseline. He's cut off to Toby on the wing. Back to Tiernan. He'll bring it out back up top and reset. Durgan feeds it down low to Logie. Logie goes up, missed the shot. Rebound is tipped around a little bit. Logie comes up with it. The putback is good. And Jackson Logie gets the rebound and the putback. He's got 7 in the game. Tigers down by 2, 31-29. 15:15 remains. Zafir has it up top, swings it over to Lingen. Lingen now to Caden Mush. Mush into the corner. Here's a 3 ball from Aaron Lingen. That's off the mark, and Durgan Decker with the rebound. Pipestone 0 for 4 to open up the second half here. Tigers chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Here's the feed down low to Jackson. Jackson has it, left wing. He's going to put a spin move on his man, leans in, blocked by Kellen. Got the ball back, and the reverse layup is up and good. And Logie has tied the game. Dawson Kellen got the block, but it went right back to Jackson. And for the first time since it was 0-0, we are tied at 31. Timeout on the floor for Coach Tinklenberg, and we'll take one as well. 14:33 to play in the ball game. Pipestone and Morris area tied at 31. Back in 1 minute. You're listening to Boys Hoops on KMRS.
Hi, this is Sarah, wireless manager for Design Electronics. When was the last time you stopped into one of our stores and let one of our awesome staff members check out your Verizon account? If it's been a while, then I encourage you to stop in and let us take a peek at your account and see if there's anything we can do to make it better. There could be a better plan out there, maybe you qualify for a discount, or maybe there's an offer for a new device that you just can't pass up. Whatever it may be, we want to help you. So stop in or call us and let us show you the design difference.
Prairie Ridge Hospital and Health Services, caring for the health and well-being of you and your families. With locations in Ashby, Evansville, Hoffman, Morris, and Elbow Lake, you're just a short drive away from professional medical service. With 24-hour care at the hospital in Elbow Lake, Prairie Ridge Hospital and Health Services truly is your complete health care center.
7:45 here at KMRS, and the second half just underway in Fergus Falls. Let's send it back to you, Brett.
Thank you, Jason. Back here in Montevideo, it's 31-31 with 14:33 to play. And Tigers on a 4-0 spurt here to open up the second half. Pipestone 0 for 4 here to open the half. Here's the feed down low to Dawson Kellen. He goes under the basket with a reverse bucket and the foul for Dawson Kellen. Toby Gonnerman's going to pick up his third. They got the ball down on the low block to Kellen. He went right around Gonnerman under the basket with the reverse, and he lays it in. He's got the chance for a three-point play. And Kellen's free throw is up and no good. Gonnerman with the rebound. So Pipestone back on top, 33-31 with 14:15 to go. Tiernan has it for the Tigers. Tiernan to Logie, lobs it down low to Gonnerman. Gonnerman kick out onto the wing for Jurgensen. Jurgensen dribbles around, feeds it back into the corner for Gonnerman. And now to Tiernan out on the wing. 14 minutes to play. Toby tried going baseline, he was cut off. Up top to Jurgensen, skips a pass to Durgan Decker, near side, fakes a three, drives right to the rack, goes up, and he's blocked by Mush. Rebound put back, no good for Gonnerman, and a whistle and a foul on the Tigers. And that's going to be on Toby Gonnerman as well. That is number 4 on Toby. So he's going to have to sit. Caden Mush came over and blocked Durgan Decker's layup attempt. Gonnerman got the rebound. The putback was no good. And then he picked up another foul, so he's got 4 with 13:35 to play in the game. Pass is tipped out of bounds by Jurgensen. Good interior defense that time for the Pipestone Arrows. 33-31. Arrows to inbound on the far side. They come near side over to Seth Lingen. They double team him. Ball is tipped, stolen away. Tipped away by Brandon Jurgensen. Turnover number 6 for the Arrows. Tigers with the ball, down 2. It's Logie on the right wing. He's going to go right at Kellen. They double team him, feeds it to Jurgensen in the lane. Brandon Jurgensen gets the layup to go, and he's fouled. And the Tigers have a chance to take their first lead of the ball game. Foul is going to be on Seth Lingen. That'll be his second and the team's first. So Brandon Jurgensen, after they double team Logie, Logie hands it off to Jurgensen, and he fought through some contact to make a layup. And he'll go to the line trying to give the Tigers their first lead of the night. Free throws up, and it's no good. So instead we are tied. Lorang with the rebound for Pipestone. 33-33, knotted up here with 13:09 to play. We get a kick ball that'll pause the action. And we're going to have Merrick Heidebrink checking in here for Seth Lingen. 13:09 remains in this one. Winner to the state tournament. Tiernan going for a steal at midcourt. We get a whistle and a foul on Pipestone. Tiernan knocked the ball away from Heidebrink, and then they were kind of hand fighting, and Heidebrink with the forearm shove. So he'll pick up his first personal, the team's second. And 7 turnovers for the Owls. Both teams with 7 in the ballgame. Tigers now again with a chance to take their first lead of the night. 13 minutes to play, and we're knotted up at 33 apiece. Reimers has it up top for Durgan Decker. Jurgensen, Tiernan, Decker, Logie, and Reimers on the floor for the Tigers. Logie spins right into a double team, turns it over. We get a whistle and a foul. We're going to have a foul, I believe, on Durgan Decker. It's a loose ball. Jackson spun right into that double team. They knocked it out of his hands. And Durgan Decker knocked over a Pipestone player on his way to get that loose ball. Number 2 on Decker, 3rd team foul. Pipestone, boy, I tell you what, they do not want to play from behind, do they? Every time the Tigers have had a chance to go ahead, they come up with a turnover or get an offensive stop, whatever it may be. Kellen is trapped in the corner right now. We get a whistle and a timeout for Coach Tinklenberg and the Arrows. We'll take one as well. 12:33 to play in this one. Tigers, Arrows tied up 33 apiece. We're back in 1 minute. This is KMRS.
Today's tournament coverage is brought to you by Grand Stay in Morris, where they offer a selection of rooms and suites ideal for short and extended stays. A heated indoor pool, complimentary breakfast, on-site laundry, exercise room, and high-speed Wi-Fi are just a few of the things that make Grand Stay grand. Good luck, Tigers, from everyone at Grand Stay in Morris. And stop in and see Kyle at Morris Bearings and Auto Plus Morris. Stop in for tools, parts, paint, and all the great products you need to keep your vehicle, recreational or farm equipment, looking and running great. We'll see you at Morris Bearing and Auto Plus, 814 West 5th Street, Morris. Keeping the world turning one bearing at a time.
7:51 at KMRS Morris. 13:36 left to go in the second half. It looks like the Owls have a 47-41 lead over Mahnomen-Waubun. Let's send it back to you, Brett.
All right, thank you, Jason. Hancock pushing for a state tournament berth and looking to avenge a section title game loss to Mahnomen-Waubun from about 4 years ago now. 12:33 to go here. It's Pipestone and Morris Area, Alberta, tied up at 33. Arrows with the ball. And here's the feed to Dawson Kellen, just about stepped out of bounds, and he did step out of bounds. Tiptoed, walking the high wire there for a moment, and then he got his balance, and as he turned around, he did step out of bounds. So Pipestone turns it over for the 8th time. Tigers with the ball, get across midcourt. Jurgensen finds Tiernan wide open under the bucket, and the foul. Tigers have their first lead of the night. They're at 12:22 remaining in the game, and a foul is on Merrick Heidebrink, his second, and the team's third. Great look and feed from Brandon Jurgensen to Thomas Tiernan, who caught it, laid it in. He'll go to the line and shoot for the Tigers, who lead by 2. Tiernan's free throw is good. And just like that, the Tigers with a 3-point lead. Their first of the night. 36-33. Pipestone's only scored 2 points here in the second half. Right now shooting 1 of 5 from the floor here in the second half. Here's the feed to Dawson Kellen. Got open underneath. Ball fake went up and laid it in. Dawson Kellen heard me. And he scores 16th point of the night. And it's a 1-point game. Tigers leading 36-35 with 11:50 to play. Decker on the wing, feeds it down low to Logie. Logie kicks it over to Reimers. Reimers into the lane. His shot is blocked by Lorraine. Now there's a loose ball on the floor, and we'll get a jump ball. And it's coming back to Pipestone. Lorraine with the block shot, third of the night for the Arrows. .35 to play in this one. And it's the Tigers by a point, 36-35. Pipestone with the ball, swings it onto the wings of Fear to Lingen down near side corner. Feed is stolen away by Decker. Decker steals it, he races the other way. Ball knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. It stays with the Tigers. Durgan Decker with the steal for the Tigers. They tried to feed it down in the post, and Decker just jumped right in there. Came away with it. So Morris Area with the ball, leading 36-35, 11:21 to play in the ball game. Tiernan to Logie, up top, back to Tiernan. Tiernan rolls around a screen set by Jackson, tried to feed it to him. He does get it underneath. It's tipped out to Reimers. Reimers to Tiernan in the corner. He goes baseline, and now he throws one, a wild pass. He got caught in no man's land. It's tipped in the air, stolen away by Maddox Beaver. Turnover, both teams have turned it over 9 times in the ballgame. 10:50 to play, and the Tigers come away with the steal now. That's the 10th turnover for Pipestone. Tiernan with the steal this time. Here's the feed down low to Logie. Turnaround righty hook off the glass and in for Jackson Logie. He's got 11. And the Tigers laid back up to 3, 38-35, 10:35 to play in this one. Lingen has it, trapped down in the corner. Tigers bringing the heat defensively. Skip pass 3 at the top from Beaver is going to be no good. And Jurgensen grabs the rebound for Morris area. Pipestone not shooting nearly as well here in the second half. The Tigers are pressuring the ball a little bit better. Logie has it, kicks it up top to Decker. Thought about three. Couple of head fakes here. Gets around one defender, goes to the rack, goes up with the left hand and lays it in. And Durgan Decker now with 6 in the game, and the Tigers with their biggest lead of the night with under 10 to play. It's Morris area leading 40-35. And we got a loose ball on the floor here. They're battling for it. Still a loose ball. Still a loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going back to the Tigers. 9:46 remaining. Tigers lead by 5. Into the game here for Pipestone is Caden Mush. And instead we'll get a timeout on the floor for Coach Todd Tinklenberg and Pipestone. Tigers by 5, 40-35, 9:46 to play in this one. We're back in 1 minute. You're listening to Boys Hoops on KMRS.
Willie's Super Value in Morris, home of the people lovers. Stop by their produce section for crackling crisp fruits and vegetables. Meals to go at Willie's Deli and delicious desserts from their bakery. Don't forget fresh groceries, meats, bakery, frozen foods, and dairy products. For your game time snacks, think Willie's Super Value in Morris, open 7 days a week. Your symbol for service, quality, and value in Morris. Ag Country Farm Credit Services has helped farmers, ranchers, and rural communities with their financial needs for more than a century, and we are proud sponsors of area high school sports. Good luck to the teams, fans, and coaches from Ag Country Farm Credit Services.
7:56, 10:22 left to go. It's the Owls up by 5, 52-47. Let's send it back to you, Brett.
All right, thank you, Jason. So the Owls up by 5. The Tigers up by 5. 10:50 left in that one, and 9:46 remaining here. Tigers with the ball. They've ramped it up on defense here in the second half. Plenty of basketball yet to be played here tonight in Montevideo. It's Tiernan across midcourt. Has it on the wing, up top to Durgan Decker. They'll move it around to Reimers, near side. Reimers up top to Tiernan, swings it into the corner for Decker. Tried to get it down low to Jackson, but couldn't with Dawson Kellen stepping in front. Here's a three from Jurgensen. It's up and off the mark, no good. Caden Mush with the rebound, and then Pipestone throws it away. And the Arrows turn it over for the 11th time here in the game. 5 in the first half and 6 already here in half number 2 for the Arrows. Reimers to Jurgensen down in the corner. He's trapped there. Feeds it off to Reimers. Skip pass far side to Decker. Fakes a three, goes baseline. Back into the corner for Jurgensen. 3 on the way, and he knocks it down. Durgan Decker with the assist, and Brandon Jurgensen's got 12 in the game, his second 3 of the night. And the Tigers push that lead up to 8, 43-35, the biggest lead of the night for either team. Foul is on Riley Reimers here for the Tigers. His second and the team's 4th, going for a steal. 9 minutes remain in this one. Tigers by 8. Pipestone, that pass tipped, almost stolen away. Zafir has it near side for the Arrows. He's trapped, up top to Heidebrink, fakes a pass, dribbles in, kick into the corner for Lingen. Tigers are doing a better job popping out on those shooters on the perimeter. Now they're trapping the ball. It's Heidebrink over there to Lingen. Lingen dribbles around one, down into the corner. He's trying to go back, goes up top, and just about, that's a travel. And this Tiger defense is swarming on Pipestone. The Arrows were ready to catch and shoot in that first half, but the Tigers doing a much better job of popping out onto the shooters and pressuring the ball. Logie's got it into the corner. Here's a 3 for Reimers, and that's off the mark, no good. Decker had the rebound. It's loose, and the Tigers come up with it. And then they almost throw it away. Logie retains possession. Decker, and a blocking foul on Pipestone. Decker driving on the right side, the right wing. 8:12 to play in this one. Foul is on Aaron Lingen, his first and the team's 4th. 8:12 to play. It's the Tigers leading the Arrows 43-35. They've held Pipestone to just 4 second-half points here so far. 16-4 run for the Tigers as they turn it over for the 10th time. Pipestone with the ball. Here's the feed up top. Lingen swings it over near side. Over to Caden Mush. Mush, and his pass is out of bounds, and he's saying that ball got tapped. The referees didn't see it that way. It's going to be another turnover on the Arrows. That's number 13. 8 of those here in the second half. 7:45 to play. Decker swings one up the floor to Thomas Tiernan. Tiernan on the wing. He'll back it out. 7.5 remaining. Tigers by 8. Here's the feed to Logie. Turnaround jumper is going to be short, no good. It's going to be a foul on Riley Reimers. Underneath, went up and over the back. That'll be the 3rd foul on Reimers. The 5th on the Tigers. Pipestone with the ball, and the Arrows are in need of a spark, and that's not going to do it. It's another turnover stolen away by Brandon Jurgensen this time, his 2nd steal of the night. Tiernan gets it across midcourt. He'll feed it over to Jurgensen, swings it to Decker. Into the corner for Tiernan. Now into the wing for Decker, and back over to Brandon Jurgensen. There's a lob underneath to Logie. Logie goes up, and a charge on Jackson Logie. Not sure I totally agree with that, but Jackson will pick up his first, and it's going back to Pipestone. .6:55 to play in this one. Pipestone with the ball, and the Tigers leading by 8. They're trapping that ball again. We're going to get a whistle and a foul, and a blocking foul on number 1-4, that'd be Thomas Tiernan. That'll be his first personal. The team's, I believe that's only their 6th. So it shouldn't be shots here. They're checking here at the scorer's table. The referee held up the 1-and-1 signal, but I believe that's only 6 team fouls on the Tigers. Or they are saying, yep, it is the 6th. So no shots coming up for Pipestone. 6:47 to play. 43-35 our score. Tigers by 8. Here's the feed down low to Caden Mush. Mush kicking in the corner for Zafir. Zafir drives into the lane. He'll kick it back far corner for Heidebrink for 3, and that one rims out no good, and Logie goes and gets rebound at number 9 here tonight. The shooting struggles continue for Pipestone in the second half. 6:30 to go. Reimers has it near side, feeds it down low to Jackson, spins. Jackson powers his way up, bucket and the foul for Jackson Logie, and the lead is 10 for the Tigers. And then he's got a chance to push it to 11. Foul on Dawson Kellen. That'll be his 2nd. Logie now with 13 in the ball game. He'll go to the line where he is 3 of 5 tonight, and the free throw is good. Make it 4 of 6. Jackson's got 14 and 9, closing in on another double-double. And it's an 11-point lead for Morris area. And a 19-4 run to this second half. I don't know if you can call it a run at this point with only 6:10 remaining. There's a pull-up jumper and knocking it down. A deep 2 from Connor Zafir. He's got 8 in the ball game, just the 3rd field goal for Pipestone. 46-37. The lead is 9 for the Tigers with 5:50 to play. Jurgensen has it. He'll fire a 3 on the wing. Oh, it rattles in and out, no good, and the rebound to Dawson Kellen. Well, there's a stop for the Arrows. Now in transition the other way. They get it to Caden Mush. Missed the layup, and the rebound goes to Reimers. Chance for Pipestone to close the gap a little bit, but Mush gave a ball fake. Should have gone up straight up. Instead, missed the shot. Rebound Reimers. Timeout for the Tigers. We'll take one as well. 5:28 to play in this one. It's 46-37. Tigers on top. We're back in 1 minute. You're listening to Boys Hoops on KMRS.
Stop at the Pizza Ranch in Morris and feed them what they want before the big game and watch your star shine. Be sure to try our new wings and boneless wings. Dine in, pick up, or delivery available. Pizza Ranch of Morris is a proud supporter of all area teams and athletes. 589-2102. Buy from Heartland Motor Company and you will receive the quality and service you deserve. From our lifetime powertrain warranty to our climate-controlled service drive to online scheduling, including Saturdays. It's not just a Chevy, it's a Heartland Chevrolet. Find new roads at Heartland Motor Company in Morris or visit heartlandmotor.com.
5:28 left to go at Fergus Falls. It looks like the Owls have a 62-54 lead over Monoman Waubun. Let's send it back to you, Brett.
All right, thank you, Jason. Hancock Owls with an 8-point lead with about 5:50 remaining. Tigers with a 9-point lead here with 5:28 to go. (46-37) our score. Tigers lead, 5:28 to play. Thomas Tiernan has it here for the Tigers. Tiernan swings it over to Jurgensen, up top to Jackson Logie, over to Reimers now, back into the corner for Tiernan. Tiernan feeds it to Logie, the ball is knocked out from behind and stolen away. Stolen away by Heidebrink for Pipestone. And we get a whistle and a foul on Durgan Decker here in the corner. That's number 3 on him. That will be number 7 on the Tigers, and we got the 1-and-1. Pipestone's in the bonus for the remainder of the way. Going to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 is Aaron Lingen. Free throw is up and good. Lingen with 6 in the ball game. Second free throw from Lingen, got them both. And he's got 7. 7-point ball game here, and the Tigers turn it over. Oh, they're going to say it stays with the Tigers. Can't say I agree with that call. I think that one went off Thomas Tiernan's leg. And that one is out of bounds. That one did go off Lingen's leg, so it will stay with the Tigers again. 5:04 remaining. As Pipestone bringing a press now on the ball. Tiernan dribbles around one defender, goes the other direction, across midcourt to Logie, and they'll set up the half-court offense. 4:50 remaining. Tigers leading Pipestone 46-39. Winner to the state tournament. Reimers over to Tiernan on the wing. Tiernan gets around one guy, cut off in the lane, kicks it back out to Jurgensen. Jurgensen to Tiernan, moves it around near side to Decker. Decker, skip pass, Jurgensen into the corner. Tiernan goes baseline. Ball fake, lobs one back out to Jurgensen, into the corner for Decker. Fakes a 3, he'll go baseline. Cut off there, kick out up top, 3 ball on the way, and off the heel of the iron, no good. Rebound underneath for Decker. Decker's putback is no good, and the rebound goes to Lorang. Couple of looks for the Tigers, couldn't get one to fall. Pipestone with the ball, down 7. Zafir goes in, nice feed underneath to Lorang, and he lays it in. What a drive from Zafir, broke down the defense, and then he dished off to Lorang for the bucket. And here comes Pipestone, back within 5, and they get a steal at midcourt. Heidebrink goes back, and he lays it in. And we've got a 3-point ball game, just like that. Heidebrink with the steal in the bucket. Tigers' lead not long ago was 11. It's down to 3. With 3:35 to play, Tigers leading 46-43. Logie catches for the Tigers, right elbow. He's going to pull up jumper, and he knocks it down. Cold-blooded shot from Jackson Logie. He's got 16. Lead back to 5 for the Tigers. 48-43 with 3:19 to play. Lingen's got it near side, feeds it up top. They move it around. Here's a deep 3 from Zafir, and that's going to be no good. Long rebound out to Thomas Tiernan. 3 minutes to go here from Montevideo. The Tigers by 5. Section 3 AA Championship Boys Hoops tonight here on KMRS. Jurgensen lobs it down low. Logie got free underneath, and the two-handed jam. Tried to deny the pass in, and it left Logie open on the backside, and he dunks it for 18 points in the game for Jackson. The lead back to 7, and a steal for the Tigers. Tipped and stolen away. With 2:30 to play. Here's the feed down low to Reimers. Thought about the shot, but he picks it up, feeds it on the cut for Durgan Decker, and he's fouled, and Decker will go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws for the Tigers. 2:23 to play. Tigers lead the Arrows 50-43. Decker's free throw is going to be up and no good. Second free throw is short, no good. And the rebound goes to Lingen. 2:15 to play, Tigers by 7. Pipestone with the ball. Caden Mush has it into the lane. Mush trapped there, kick out onto the wing. Here's Maddox Beaver, kick into the corner. Trapped down there is Lingen. We get a whistle and a foul on the Tigers. We got shots coming up. That's going to be on Brandon Jurgensen, his first, and the team's 8th. 2:02 to play. And free throws coming up for Aaron Lingen here, the 1-and-1. First one is good. Lingen 3 of 3 at the stripe. Heidebrink will go to the bench. Connor Zafir will check in for the Arrows. Second free throw from Lingen rattles in and out. Rebound is tipped out of bounds, and it's going back to the Tigers. So it's a 6-point game with 2:01 to go, 50-44. Logie catches the inbound, gives it off to Tiernan. Tiernan, guarded by Beaver, trying to get it across midcourt, and does. He's now trapped on the far side. He needs some help, and we'll get a timeout for Coach Torgerson. Minute 50 to go. Don't go anywhere. This one is a long ways from over. It's 50-44. Tigers by 6. We're back in 1 minute. You're listening to KMRS.
This is Dr. Toby Perkins, Sports Medicine Director at Stevens Community Medical Center. We are proud to offer orthopedic services, radiology, physical therapy, and athletic training all under one roof. SCMC and NovaCare Rehabilitation, keeping you in the game.
At H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they make sure your return gets done right. It's not just numbers, boxes, and forms. It's personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. With an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Let our experts work for you at H&R Block of Morris, 110 East 7th Street, or call 312-589-2419 to set up an appointment.
2:59 left to go, 71-60, the Owls lead. Let's send it back to you, Brett.
All right, thank you, Jason. So Hancock playing the number 1 team in the state, and they have an 11-point lead on them late in that one. Wow. 50-44 is our score here. It's the Tigers by 6 with a minute 50 remaining. Reimers to inbound from the sideline, and he'll lob one up here near side in the backcourt to Tiernan. Tiernan back up to Reimers, now to Logie in the corner. They double team him, and he turns it over, throws it away. Pipestone with the steal. 13 turnovers. Here's the feed down the floor to Caden Mush. Caught it, and he missed the layup. Oh, he missed the layup. Caden Mush can't believe he's sick to his stomach right now. That would have cut the deficit down to 4. Instead, missed the shot. Decker the rebound, and he's fouled, and that's number 7 on Pipestone, so both teams in the bonus. Got a feel for Caden Mush on that one. Durgan Decker will go to the line for the Tigers, and he missed the free throw. He is 0 for 3. at the line. Here comes Pipestone the other way, a 3 from Beaver, and that's off the mark. Loose ball is out of bounds, and what are they going to say? It's going back to the Tigers. Minute 26 to play. Toby Gonnerman will come back into the game. He's been sitting for quite a spell here with those 4 fouls. Durgan Decker will go to the bench. Both teams in the bonus. Tigers lead here 50-44 with a minute 25 remaining. Logie to Jurgensen. Jurgensen, they better start looking up the floor here and get that ball across midcourt soon. It's just about stolen away. Pipestone's press is pretty tough on the Tigers right now. Still just a 2-possession ball game here. Tiernan catches for the Tigers, cross midcourt, picks up his dribble, feeds it off to Jurgensen. Jurgensen's pass is stolen. Here comes Caden Mush, goes up and he's blocked by Jurgensen. Jurgensen got his hands on that one after the turnover. That's 2 layups that Caden Mush was unable to convert for Pipestone. Tigers have it with 50 seconds to play. We get a whistle and a foul, and shots coming up for Toby Gonnerman. Jurgensen turned it over. Mush came back the other way and went up for the layup. And you could tell that missed layup on the previous one was in his mind. He didn't go up with one hand. He went up with both hands, kind of a protective layup attempt, and he got blocked. Toby Gonnerman at the line, and he sinks the first one. That's a big one, makes it a 3-possession ball game. Gonnerman hits the front end of the 1-and-1. He's got 7 in the ball game. Second free throw from Gonnerman is no good. Rebound, Jackson Logie. Logie's 10th. He's got a double-double. Tigers by 7, and a whistle and a foul near midcourt since Thomas Tiernan to the line. 43.9 seconds remaining. That is the 9th team foul on Pipestone, so the next one puts the Tigers in the double bonus. Tiernan with 8 points tonight, 1 of 1 at the line, and he sinks the first one. Lead is 8 for Morris area, 52-44. Second free throw is good. Make it a 9-point lead for the Tigers. Tiernan's got 10 in the game. 40 seconds to play. Mush feeds it to Dawson Kellen. He'll take a jumper from the stripe. It's going to be no good. Logie grabs the rebound for the Tigers. Reimers back to Logie. 30 seconds on the clock, and Tiernan's fouled by Dawson Kellen. And the Tigers, they can feel it now. A state tournament berth. 53-44 with a 9-point lead and just 28.8 seconds to play. Thomas Tiernan will shoot 2 here as it's double bonus for the Tigers. First free throw is good. Tiernan with 11 in the ballgame. Second free throw is good. He's 5 of 5 at the line. He's got 12. And the Tigers' lead is 11, matching their biggest of the night with 25 seconds left. Here's a 3 on the way, and it's good for Aaron Lingen. He's got 11 and a timeout on the floor for Pipestone. 21 seconds left here. Tigers lead 55-47. We're back in 1 minute. This is KMRS.
When it's radio tap, your water may run into problems, but fear not. Echo Water Systems can help. Echo Water Squad, let's rock. Total home water management system, a goal.
Mineral deposits irrelevant. Rust infiltration and clogging stop.
Drinking water system, in. The moment of truth. Now that's good water.
Echo Water, serving west central Minnesota and the Lakes area with offices in Glenwood, Morris, Alexandria, and Fergus Falls. We Fix Water. Find us on Facebook and online at WeFixWaterMN.com.
Minute 30 left to go. It's an 8-point game. Owls up 74-66. Let's send it back to you, Brett.
Thank you, Jason. So 1:30 left in the Fergus Falls, and Hancock leading Monoman Waban 74-66 in the 6A championship. Here in Montevideo, it's the Tigers leading Pipestone 55-47 with 21 ticks left on the clock. And we're going to get Pipestone tried to sub Seth Lingen in. Couldn't do it, though. Caden Mush remains in. 21 seconds on the clock. Tigers with the ball. They feed it to Tiernan, and he'll be fouled with 20.2 remaining. Thomas Tiernan will go back to the line. He's 5 of 5 at the line here tonight with 12 points. Tigers with 3 in double figures. 5 different scorers. Decker, Jurgensen, Gonnerman, Tiernan, Logie, the starting 5. Free throw from Thomas is up and good. Smooth shot from Thomas Tiernan. Smooth looking free throw form. Caden Mush goes to the bench, and Lingen will step in onto the floor for Pipestone. Tiernan's free throw, got another one. He is 7 of 7 at the line. He's now got 14. 15 seconds to play here. It's the Tigers by 10. Pull-up jumper from Dawson Kellen is going to be up and good. And another timeout on the floor. That gives Kellen 18 here in the ballgame. He had 14 at halftime. Tigers have really locked him down. 10 seconds remain here in this one. We're going to keep it right here. 57-49. If we have any pressing developments on that 6A game, Jason will step in and let us know. But 10 seconds remain here.
40 seconds, and it looks like a 77-68 lead. I can't tell because they moved the screen so far away at the timeout.
Under a minute, you said?
Yep. The Owls are up.
Owls are up by, we think, 9 with under a minute to play. So, look at that.
Yeah, I will chirp in if it does happen to change.
Couple of Stevens County squads heading for the boys state basketball tournament in Class A and 2A basketball. Last night we had West Central Area Knights girls punch their ticket for 6A. Brackets will be coming out. I believe they're coming out tomorrow. We'll double check with coaches following the game. 10 seconds on the clock here. And another timeout on the floor. So we'll just take another quick one ourselves. 9.6 left. We're back in a moment. This is KMRS.
Looking for new windows? Then stop in at Hooters Lumber in Chicago. Thermaltech windows stand up extremely well in the harsh climate of our area. Thermaltech windows are maintenance-free, will not rust, corrode, warp, blister, swell, shrink, or peel. All Thermaltech windows have options that meet or exceed Energy Star's thermal performance standards. For Thermaltech windows, stop at Hooters Lumber in Chicago today.
Alrighty, it is 36 seconds left to go. 77-68. The Owls are on top. Let's send it back to you, Brett.
77-68, so Hancock leading Monoman Waban. And Morris Irish Alberta with a 57-49 lead. I don't get ahead of myself, but there's 9.6 seconds left here in Montevideo. The Tigers' first state tournament appearance since 2004, and their 5th overall. They were the runners-up in 1994. For Pipestone, 2003 state tourney participant, lost in the section championship a couple of years ago to Minnewaska, and it's looking like they're going to come up short here again in 2021 to Morris Irish Alberta. Here's the feed into Jackson Logie. And Jackson will get fouled with 6.2 remaining. So Jackson Logie with 18 and 11 here tonight. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the free throw's up and no good. Second free throw is no good. So Jackson missed them both. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. The Fear fires one at the horn. It's going to be no good. And the Tigers are going to the state tournament. They're Section 3 AA champions. 57-49. Morris Area Alberta makes a return trip to state. So they defeat the Pipestone area Arrows here tonight in Montevideo. And the win gives the Tigers a record of 19-2. And they are your Section 3 AA champions for 2021. Congrats to Coach Mark Torgerson, his staff, and players. Congrats to Coach Todd Tinklenberg in the Pipestone Arrows on the section runner-up finish. 57-49, Tigers win it. We're taking a 3-minute break. Your post-game show is next. You're listening to Boys Hoops on KMRS.
Don't let a sports injury keep you from doing the things you love. Since 1991,
just went final.
Okay. What was the
Do
final?
You want me to say it on the air, or should you do the honors?
It's up to you.
All right, I'll keep you in suspense.
All right. It's been a fun week, though. It's playoff time, March Madness. And, hey, a couple of teams from Stevens County going to the state tournament. Hancock 77-71 over Nome and Waban. Tigers winner here in Montevideo over Pipestone 57-49. And the Tigers are your Section 3 AA champions. Fantastic second half of basketball for Morris Area Alberta. They held Pipestone to just 7 field goals in that second half, 7 of 25. And they opened the half on a 19-4 run after trailing by 4 at halftime. 19-4 run to start the second half, and they just rode that to the final buzzer and right on into the state tournament. So taking a look at the numbers on this one, Dawson Kellen was excellent for Pipestone tonight. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, a steal, and a block shot. Aaron Lingen had 11 points, 3 rebounds. Connor Zafir, 8 points, 1 board, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Merrick Heidebrink, 4 points and an assist, 2 steals. 2 points for Seth Lingen, 2 points for Caden Mush with 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal and a block shot. 2 points for Jaden Loring with 2 rebounds as well. For the Tigers, Jackson Logie, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 block shots. Thomas Tiernan with 14 points, a rebound and an assist, a couple of steals. Toby Gonderman with 7 points, 4 boards. Brandon Jurgensen with 12 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 steals and a block shot. Jurgen Decker, 6 points, 5 boards, an assist and a steal. And Riley Reimers with a rebound, an assist, and a steal. Team totals, I've got Pipestone 20 of 45, 44% from the floor. Tigers were 21 of 43, 49% from the floor. 5 threes on the night for the Pipestone Arrows. 3 of them from Morris area, Chicago, Alberta. And Pipestone went 4 of 5 from the foul line. The Tigers were 12 of 21. Rebounding 23 to 15 advantage Tigers. 15 Pipestone turnovers to 14 of them for Morris area, Chicago, Alberta. We had 2 ties in this game. The biggest lead for Pipestone was 7. Biggest lead for Morris area, Chicago, Alberta, 11. Time for our player of the game. As always, we try to spread these out. We've given one to Cole Wente, Riley Reimers, Thomas Tiernan, and Brandon Jurgensen here throughout the playoffs. Our Stevens Community Medical Center, NovaCare Rehabilitation, Prairie Ridge Hospital and Health Services, West Central Screen and Print, KMRS, KKOK player of the game for tonight. Going to go with Jackson Logie with 18 and 11, 4 assists, and those 3 block shots as well. Brandon Jurgensen was vital to this one tonight as well. I thought that block shot on the near side here was huge for him. He's had a few nice assists, some big steals, had some big threes in the first half that kind of kept the Tigers' head above water when Pipestone was really firing away. So both those guys, and Thomas Tiernan sinking all those free throws down the stretch, big for the Tigers. And congrats to them. They are going to the state tournament for the first time since 2004. And congrats to Coach Mark Torgerson and his squad. The Tigers are now 19-2 on the season. They have won 7 straight. For Pipestone, their season comes to an end with an 11-11 mark. And congrats to Coach Todd Tinklenberg and the Arrows as they finish off a very successful season. They are the section runner-up and the Section 3 AA South champions for 2021. We are going to try to get Coach Torgerson on the air here, but we're kind of set up away from where the Tigers are here in Montevideo, so I might have to just go down and record it on the phone and then maybe email it back to you, Jason, and you can get that on the air here tonight. I'll try to get an interview with Coach Torgerson and send it back to the studios for everyone at home to listen to. Good ball game here tonight. It was Pipestone by 4 at halftime, but it's the Tigers in the final, 57-49. Morris area, Chicago, Alberta is your Section 3 AA champs. Congrats to Hancock coach Corey Beadle and his guys. They're going to state Section 6A champions, 77-71 over top-ranked Mahnomen-Waubun here tonight. So we've got 3 teams to cover at state, being the Owls, the Tigers, and the Lady Knights. We'll try to get all that ironed out here this weekend with where those teams are going and when the seeds come out and get those games on the air for next week. My thanks to Jason back at the studios for all the help. Thank you to the Tiger Genius team up there for broadcasting this one on the stream tonight. Hopefully we got a lot of people tuning in. Thank you to our sponsors putting this one on the air. And thank you to all of our listeners out there here tonight. Once again, our final here in Montevideo. The Tigers beat the Arrows of Pipestone 57-49. Tigers, Section 3 AA champions. With that, I'm Brett Miller in Montevideo saying we will catch you next time.
At H&R Block, tax time is our